So anyway, the clip notes of it is obviously the hotel is loaded. They have millions of dollars. Or at the hotel suites, a couple $100 or 100, 150 to 350, at least 89. It's not Red Roof Inn, it's not Holiday Inn. It's pretty fancy. Maybe it's just an illusion. Maybe it's disgusting. Maybe the picture's all glam, but I was going to stay there for 2 nights with friends, have a little mini vacation, go gamble, but not on horses, but in the casino. There's a casino in there. So it must have gone on for years. Years. They had no self latching. Obviously, they had no self latching escape doors. If there was a fire, obviously there's a fire alarm, and no sprinkler systems. Really? Yet there are precious horses, obviously, left alone. These horses were left alone in barns in the back. Really? And I guess the hotel is not only so stupid, but they're so cheap, they wouldn't even hire someone for minimum wage to watch the horses overnight and daytime, break it into shifts. That's what people do. I mean, if you think about the thoroughbreds, there's probably 6 people on the clock, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then 5 p.m. to the next, overnight watch. There's probably 6 people per horse. They're highly protected. The thoroughbreds on the Saratoga racetrack. I don't think I'd qualify to work for them. I actually, there's actually a job listing, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m., but you need thoroughbred experience. So can I get an internship? I may write them up for an internship. A couple hours, 3 hours a day. Obviously, no sprinkler systems, yet no one's there. How long did that go on? I'm guessing years. It's not intuitive. Meanwhile, now I get a stomach ache. The fire. It's an inferno. 2026 with what Wisconsin went through, free all those beagles and fought a once in a lifetime freedom, breaking that glass. Wayne and Rose in the Peace Army in Wisconsin with the beagles, to have that victory, and then to see this like a week later after all the beagles got free from 1,500 beagles were set free, and every beagle is going to be out of there is what I saw. There's a temperature control. Yeah, there's a temperature control group, a non-invasive temperature control. Get the fuck out. Apparently the people in Wisconsin, they're still holding on to every beagle. And they're 150 are in a temperature group. That's non-invasive temperature. What the fuck is that? That is such a lie. But apparently the hotel, they're stupid. If they're horses and they're an attraction, obviously, they weren't marveled at or protected decently, but they're supposed to be part of the environment because they're just randomly. It almost looks like some weird relic of chariots in Rome. They're just randomly riding around in this track in the back, and then there's windows in front of a casino. To me, it was very bizarre. I saw it once. So there was no like an open latch. Well, why wouldn't they be in a field? It's one thing for horses to have a small barn during the races, like Kentucky Derby or Saratoga racetrack, and they have that small barn, and they do sleep standing up, or they lie down, and they are awake like all night. It's fascinating. I've been back there, invited by friends, and they're like up at 3 a.m. They do not sleep. Okay, that's one thing. If they're in the race season, that's one thing. But this germinates as actual equine cruelty. I don't think they give a shit about those horses. They're just back there in this barn, and they're not even able to like have a lawn kind of thing. And then no one noticed. I'm guessing it would go on for years. Oh, years. There's no self-latching open latch that if there is a fire, an alarm would trigger a latch to open automatically, and the horses could run on their own. Yet they had nobody there, staff for minimum wage or volunteer, so that if something happened, somebody could open this barn door. I saw a picture of it. Oh my God, they're dumb. Who would do that? I know. I think the hotel's just stupid. I know they wouldn't want any harm to horses. They're horses, but something like that. This is it's difficult. Stupid. No sprinkler systems, yet after these 17 horses burned alive, and quoting PETA, it's true. No sprinkler system, yet after the fact that these horses suffered immensely, I think it's an inferno. 100. It's not like they're shit up for cash. That's what I mean. This Saratoga Casino Hotel, multi-million-dollar hotel, and wouldn't even spend what's a sprinkler system going to cost? $10,000? I don't know how much it would cost. Not much. Devastated. I mean, they all probably felt bad, but oh my God, wouldn't install a sprinkler system for the horses. Apartments generally now have about 6 in the ceiling. If something happens, we're protected. It's really not fair. I don't think these horses want to choose this disgusting barn life at a casino. Ugh. No sprinkler system and no one's there all night or all day. That's animal cruelty in the finest caliber. That's animal cruelty in the finest caliber. Saratoga Casino Hotel is a shame. And $100,000 after the fact to support the horsemen, yet they couldn't prevent the problem. Really, this is really gives me a bad taste in my mouth that horses should not be used in casinos.